Hey, what's going on? It's me, JJ, again. Back here with the Firefly Crossroads. Um, so you saw the unboxing. Maybe if you didn't, I did an unboxing video. This is the second video. I'm just going to talk about kind of initial impressions, basic setup. It's still got the stock strings on it. Contrary to everything I read, they're not trash. They're not. My fingers aren't turning black. I thought they were like harsh and jangly. Jangly, that's not the word I wanted, but like ghosty? I don't know. I thought they were really bad at first. Playing around with it, realized that the intonation was way off on this thing, which just meant that I had to move this bridge a little bit. Everything was hitting sharp. By the time I was at like C up here, it was almost a C sharp. So yeah, I just moved that. It's a floating bridge. It moves. So I put that in the right place, and everything else started sorting out. I got some spacers in here underneath the dog ears to get them a little closer to the string, give them a little more bark or bite, I guess you'd say, because if I think about dogs' ears, I think about barking and biting. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with like better descriptors. Yeah, gets them a little closer to the, a little less ambient noise and everything. A little more just give it right there. That little to your sound. The bridge pickup. It does what you want. The neck pickup, on the other hand, why, it does what you want to. And you know what? They'll even join hands and work together. So how about that? Yeah, the sounds are good. The finish on this thing is they do a good job. I paid $169.20 to ship this fucker. No discounts, no coupons, anything. I paid full price. I paid what you would pay if you bought it at the same time. The frets on here, fantastic. Look, no blood, no cuts. The frets are finished well. The binding's good all around. Like even in here, it's a little bit of powdery residue on my fingers from them actually sanding that down. I've gotten some lower cost guitars recently that had kind of jagged binding on it. This does not. The tuners, Firefly, good job. These tuners are smooth as hell. They're great. No catches, no twists, no binding up in there. I don't know if it's a high ratio or not, but it's very smooth, very responsive tuners. All 6 of them. Recent guitars I've gotten have a couple crusty tuners on them. Maybe 2 out of 6 are not perfect. These, pretty perfect. Very happy with them. The nut seems good. No tuning issues. Got a nice just feel to it when I touch it. Nice finish. No sharp corners. Like if you run down there, you're not gonna mess up your knuckle or anything on it. So that's good. Binding's good all the way around. Fingerboard. I haven't oiled it yet. Like I said, I'm still working on the stock strings. I see a little bit of that little polish residue left over in the grain in a couple of places, but it's not dried out. It looks nice. These inlays, I haven't examined them closely. So far, they look very well done too. Yeah, happy with it. The neck profile is kind of chunky. It's not fat. It's not a baseball bat, but it fills the hand. It's not a slim neck. I I like it. It feels good. It's got a pretty decent width to it as well. I don't know. I didn't measure it. Scale on it is 24 and 3/4 inch scale. Everything on here, like all the screws and everything, came tightened well. No like crooked, drilled in weird and left that way. No, oops, better drill another hole next to it. Everything they seem to get right there. That's nice. Those, little quality control things. This is the only Firefly that I've ever played. I'm very impressed. A couple things that, cons, I suppose. This finish is really, really shiny, really glossy, and a little bit plasticky feeling. I would love to see a guitar like this with a kind of matte finish that you see on a Gretsch Jim Dandy or Recording King parlor guitars. That really smooth, not glossy, already looks old finish. I like that. I would like to see a guitar like that, a guitar like this with that kind of finish. For, $169, of course. There's a little bit of orange peel. Most of that is under where the pick guard would be if I hadn't taken that off. Nothing distracting. I had to look for it. I don't care. There's no drips. There's no runs. There's no big flaws anywhere in this cosmetically. Yeah, good job on the finish. Strings, they're fine. I read that they were horrible strings. They said they were Diodario knockoffs with colored ball ends. These just have all gold ball ends, so maybe they listened. Maybe they put on different strings. I don't know. Are they the best strings I've ever played? No, of course not. Am I going to change them soon? Probably, but they were good enough to set up and to play this for a couple of days and see what I thought of the guitar overall. They're pretty slinky on here. They bend. What have I done to it? All I did was put spacers on and lowered the bridge just a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This thing is super playable. It's smaller than the Groat, almost an inch smaller across here. I think the shoulders are a little rounded off a little more. It's a shorter scale than the Groat. It's fantastic. I'm very pleased with this guitar. And yeah, I'll do a more direct comparison, I think, later. Playing through the Yamaha this time, by the way.